All right. Hey, fire signs. How y'all doing out there today? Now let's see what's coming out these cards with you today. Now let me put you back a little bit. All right. Now we got you straight. Let's see what's going on. All right, shut up. Now I do hope everything is going well out there in La La Land. Now we have the Nine of Cups, the Daughter of Cups. Now together they do make 10 cups. We also have the Ten of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles on the split. Now this could have something to do with family, wish fulfillment, domestic harmony, generational. It could involve more than one person. However, it could be simply some new investment, a new addition to the family or something like that. Now, together, 10 and 7 do make 17. Could be a wish fulfillment again. Praying for something, meditating on something, imagining something. It does sometimes indicate the spotlight. Now, that star could just represent you in high energy. Good harmony, good rhythm, good flow. Let's see. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. And the Tower is at the bottom of the deck. Now, it do look like it's a good tower. With this Ace of Pentacles showing up here. But let's see. Let's see. What's going on? So today, I don't know, it just keeps coming to my mind, so I might as well say it. I was going to wait till I get to my collective channel to say it. But today what I did, yesterday actually, because I'm interested in it, I guess Spirit want me to tap into that. Now, with a regular playing deck, you can actually use those as a tarot deck as well. The cards that you play poker, spades, rummy, tunk with, the regular deck. Now on in Google you can just go to my birth card and it's going to pull you up a table. Let me see if I can do it. Let me see, because I actually did it today. I mean, last night. Well, it was this morning, so I guess today. Let me see. My birth card number. I think that's what it was. Yeah. Best birth chart generator. I think that's what it said. Let me see. I guess they got a few, but. Let's see. You want to come up? You want to come up? Yeah, of course this thing is a little shoddy. Yeah. Let me see. Let me go back. Let me see. Birth card number generator. Let me see if that's it. Birth card in tarot school. Yeah, see, it's tarotschool.com. You can use this one because I see it. And it's going to give you the number. It's even going to give you the characteristics in regards to that. Listen, sometimes you can use tools such as this, to get to a shorter version of astrology. Also with numerology. Now it's going to tell you the number associated with the tarot as well. So you might want to look that up. Just because I'm Aries, the Emperor, I'm actually the Six of Clubs as well. I thought that was very interesting. And what it says about that in regards to purpose. Alright? So do that. Now Gemini is showing up here. Let me see. I haven't been pulled from it, but Gemini is here. Gemini is innovative. Now Gemini could be prominent in your chart. Now, I tell you all the time to look at the Vedic astrology as well as the Western tropical. Vedic astrology is more current. It changes all the time in regards to when you look at the chart versus tropical. Tropical, because of the seasons and things over here, that's why I differ, That's one part of it. But of course, I'm still learning it. Because you're different signs. You can look at and see which one you relate to. But I told you, I'm every sign in the deck. I relate to them all, y'all. I'm all of them. Now, you have Air and Virgo. Now, because they came out together, I want to say that this has something to do with mental health. And I'm not saying that you're crazy. It's a lot of thought. Because we're seeing the star. We see the wish fulfillment. We see the Daughter of Cups because she represents the mind. She's behind the scenes. Right here with this air. Now, because Mars is in Neptune, this is going to be prominent for a long time. However, we just seen the Gemini card, which represents this as well. Now, this is open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning right here on wish fulfillment. Now, this wish fulfillment could be based on something that you want to learn about your own family, environment, and things of this nature. Now, this is integrity, reverence, and service. Right here on the Daughter of Cups, behind the scenes, what represents the mind. We also have North Node in the ninth house. Now, the North Node is stating destined to have. It's your purpose. And the ninth house does represent a transition and spiritual growth. All right? Now, I'd like to explain it all. I don't know why, but, I just like to explain everything. I know a lot of people, and now look who coming out, Aries, right here on Ace of Pentacles. Independence, bravery, and passion. And again, because Mars is Aries' ruler, Aries is in the mix. And everybody has Aries in their sign, whether they notice or not. And I'm talking to the fire sign. And I already keep telling y'all that I think that it's a dualistic personality in regards to the fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Leo is the shadow. The lion. The one that needs courage. Needs heart. Sagittarius is the mature one of the bunch. And Aries is always the one to make the first move. Leadership. Yeah. All right. So you got your air, your Virgo, your mental health. It looks like it's stabilizing growth and expansion. Sometimes that Aries can be a little trigger happy. You jump right in. Maybe you take time to pause, with air, you know. Let me see. Let me see what's going on. Take time to reflect. I know, boy, listen. When I was younger, I'd just get up and pack my bags and move across a country. Not knowing what to expect. I don't know how y'all. Listen, I'll be like, listen, it's going to be what it's going to be. I gotta take time to think about these things today. And I say that because I actually done it. done it. Well, what happened was, now we got the nice house showing up again. And I wanted to pull these just to see, the contradiction in regards to these, because they both astrology cards. And we got Saturn, Libra. I'm telling you, it's balancing out. Your mind is balancing, boo. Your mind is balancing. And the sun is at the bottom of the deck next to the tower with Jupiter, growth and expansion. Now we have Jupiter, I think Aries is going retrograde. Let me see something for a minute. And remember, this is all your energy. The energy that everybody's going to be exuding. I don't care what sign you is. And you have to think about the energy of that in regards to your own, birth chart. The energy that you have to work with all on a continuum, and you got to work with all those. The opposition of that, just like Libra, is the opposition of Aries, But I see it balancing out, boo. Boy, when you begin to understand that, you don't look at just one sign anymore. You look at all that mess, baby. The houses, the planets, and all that. Now let me see. Where is I think it's so much going on. Cause I think we just had I think Venus is going into let me see. Wait a minute. Jupiter. Let me see. Jupiter. Let me do retrograde. (2025). I think it's Jupiter. Let me see. Oh, it's Pluto. Pluto. Pluto is all about rebirth. Yeah, May 4th to October the 13th, it retrogrades. But it's not in Aries. I think, what is that? I thought it was Aries. I think it's Aquarius. Sign of Capricorn. And it's back spinning through Aquarius. See? You see how all this in Aquarius, Sagittarius. You see what I'm talking about? The mature one. And Aquarius, she's like the midlife crisis of the day. Ready to go, ready to explore. Just like Aries. can't tell me they ain't got it all going on. See, you got all this stuff going on now. You can look these things up. But I'm sure if you look at tarot, you know, this stuff be coming across your screen so you can know what's going on. But Saturn structure in regards to finances. Right here on Aries. Leadership, purpose. And Jupiter at the bottom of the deck. Alright, let me see. Let's see what's going on. Now this never came out before. It's Mystical Sisters. And it's 50. I can't wait to see what this is talking about. Now this really is giving me a vibe in regards to the 7 sisters, the Sibyls. Now I don't know, I think because it fell out here, but we have 2 more cards here. And Sparks of Light. We also have the Drowning King and Calcification. And Saturn is at the bottom of the deck. And I'm right here with Saturn. Now usually I only take 1 card to put on this, but sometimes lately I've been pulling whatever comes out. And whatever shows itself. The Drowning King has a lot to do with the capitalist. It also has a lot to do with integrity. Just as this card, you know, independence, bravery, and passion, you know, with the Saturn structure. You know, because sometimes, you know, the people that rule the world, the powers that were or want to be, you know, that capitalist mindset. You know, it's something in regards to that, you know, behavior, you know, stepping on people's toes and stuff like that right there. But this is structure. Let me see. With that tower. Now, I can't wait to see what this says. Because calcification is, you know, like something coming to the surface, coming together. Saturn is just like the devil. The shadow. The ego. You know? But here to teach you something. Now, the Mystical Sisters, it says, just when you thought you could traverse the alchemical path by yourself, Soror mystic appears. This card indicates a dear friend or a sacred ally holds you in their heart at this very moment. And we've seen, you know, the wish fulfillment and the Daughter of Cups, which is 10. Now, it could be ancestry. Now, it could be somebody on the physical level, because we have the 9th house with exploration, and that's going outside and exploring. You know, it's learning something, it's traveling, it's moving abroad and stuff like that right there. Let me see. It represents community. It represents the journey, the 9th house. The 9, remember, the 9 is always associated with the hero's journey. Now, it says, with their support, you are able to do what you cannot do yourself. Between you, exists an alchemist pact based on the ingredients of respect, honesty, and unconditional love. Now, of course, you can see this as, you know, the mergers between your higher self, source, Christ consciousness. That's who you always trying to flow with, your higher self. That's the only thing you need to be chasing. Your glow up. Right here with these sparks of life that I'm going to read next. Now it says, it's as if you've known each other for many lifetimes. You may have shared an experience from which you are always bonded. This archetype may come in any gender, age, or form. One distinct characteristic of the sorrow mystic is that they practice the art of witnessing and listening. They have no need to judge, fix, or give advice. Presence is enough. When this card appears, tend to the flame of friendship. Be a mystical sister to another. Now, again, it's right here on wish fulfillment. Now, maybe some of you have been wishing for a good friend or something like that right there. Huh. Now, Virgo, is ruled by Saturn. Let me just double check that. He have a tough time in regards to the shadow. Let me see. Your girl learning this stuff, y'all. Let me see. And remember, Virgo energy is always in the mix when Saturn is in the mix. You know? We all got a little bit of that in us. Virgo ruler. Ruling planet. Let me just make sure so I ain't saying the wrong things. Oh, it's Mercury. Pretty much the same thing. Okay. Ruling planets of Virgo is Mercury. Mercury represents the mind, intellect, rules Gemini. Signs of duality. Also, Virgo has its Okay. All right. Cool. Just yeah. But anyway, pretty much the same thing. Mercury, because Saturn, but Mercury is about messages. You know what I'm saying? Libra, the way you deliver, the way you interact, the way you communicate. And we've seen Gemini. Let me see. Now, I really think this is a lot to do with purpose. Let me see what the sparks of light is. Now, the sparks of light card arrives just in the nick of time, leaving a trail of celestial light to guide the way. Follow these flickers as if they are alchemist cues, guiding you to illuminated state. Illuminine, that's what it says. But you are the Illuminati, the illuminated ones, the lights. I told you to take everything and twist it and make it bad. When this card appears, it's likely there has been a lull or a void of direction in the laboratory. Some may even say the lights have been turned off. But in the deep void of darkness, a messenger of hope arrives, flickering and shimmering with enthusiasm. It says you might feel the sensation as a childlike giddiness, the presence of magic, a vision in a dream, or a simple readiness to wake up from a long slumber. Follow the physical body. Follow the tingling sensation of aliveness within you, and it will not lead you astray. Now, I'm trying to read over it because it's a little bit, Spanishy. Now, it says vitality, clarity, and inspiration are within your reach. You are alive. You are vital. You are a vital being. A vital being. Appreciate this moment. One spark leads to the next. Right here with balance and Libra. And it's so good that Libra is here. Because he is, the sister sign of Aries over here. always the opposition, bringing that thing into structure. And when they make that complete, unified connection, bringing each energy into balance, it's good things gonna happen, boo. That's an awakening. That's harmony. And I think this is what's going on with this calcification. And this is representing Mars energy. But you got Saturn showing up here twice. Let me see. That's crazy. Now I just want to read this one out for you so that you're clear of what this calcification is talking about, so that you can know that this thing is really coming alive in you. Now, calcification is the great work or operation of fire signs. It occurs, that's your superpower. It occurs when there is enough heat in the vessel to transform the nature of that which is solid or fixed. Sometimes I don't know if one of y'all is a fixed sign or not. One of those, let me see. What aspect of it? 303 on the timer. 33 as we get to this lesson. Now let me see. I gotta remember this stuff, y'all. Let me see. Leo. Yeah, it's a fix. See? That's the stubbornness of the shadow. It's bringing bringing this thing in. It's that change. Now it says, how does the calcification begin? With a tiny glimmer, an urge, a desire that builds into a robust flame. See with the sparkle light? And from a little match, you can start a whole fire, baby. It says, on a physical level, this stage may be an uprising of emotions that has been repressed or dismissed. It wants something big to change, to be brought to the light and purified. Right here with this drowning king, yeah. Perhaps a flawed ideology. You know what I'm saying? Institutions or outlook. Frustrations and anger are wondrous change makers if their heat is channeled with space, time, and awareness. The transformation that occurs from calcification is rarely harmonious. It requires commitment and a willingness to sit through discomfort as old patterns fall into the ashes. The flame initiates sacred change, and eventually the phoenix rises. Right here. With this Ace of Pentacles, boo-boo, in the sun. I'm telling you, you got allies out there in the astro. I'm telling you. Now you want to see what the drowning king says? Just so that you're clear what this drowning king is? Let me read it for you. Dang, I turned right to the page looking for it. That's crazy. Now it says, in alchemy, the archetype of the king is often used as a symbol of the ego. The aspect of the self that is attached to its title, name, and identity. It is said that the drowned king is a required phase in the process of transformation. Although through dissolving who they thought they were, is the king able to become who they are destined to be, a kind and benevolent leader. How does the drowning occur? Not voluntarily, that's for certain. Through circumstances beyond their control, the king is brought to their bottom, to their knees, When this card appears, expect a huge blow to the ego. I got mine yesterday when I read for the Aries sign. Well, a little spank punched me right in the stomach. When I knew it was for me. When I knew it was for me. But I'm sure there's a lot of other Aries out there going through the same thing. That's it. Now, it says, when this card appears, expect a huge blow to the ego, impactful enough that it causes one to turn their life around. Prioritizing grace over greed, benevolence over brutality, sovereignty over selfishness. The drowned king eventually resurfaces as a fully changed, benevolent being. Now, I don't think that I was being any of those things, but it doesn't have to be that dramatic. But just in regards to the growth process, you got more to go, Shelly, and it never stops. Go over there and look at the Aries reading. The link is in the description. All right. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Remember, it's not just about being selfish or anything like that, but it's about your worldview in regards to religions, judgment, relationships, how you feel about yourself as well. It's all that. Anything that the ego exudes. You got to be open and willing. And that's probably why Spirit was putting on my mind to tell you to look up your card number. Ironically enough, mine's really fit me to a T. And I'm thinking about all the external battle before. I used to be a little high-head. Child, I walk through 3 girls and just punch all of them in the face. And beat them. Of course, I had a stepfather that was a black belt in karate, but, Child, listen, right now, I ain't gonna do nothing but run. I cannot fight anymore. Listen, no. I'm gonna put my hands on people, boo. Yeah, but I used to, yeah. But that's because I was in a whole state by myself, and I really thought I had to defend myself because people would take advantage of me because I was short, cute, and thought I was a pushover. See the challenger right there? Now, I don't know if that came out because I said what I said, but I don't know. I think you're going to have to put your little dukes down, boo. Fire. That's in you with this air. But however, this is the seeker of adventure, courage, challenger, and gold. You ain't scared to put your dukes up. I know that. No filter. You're going to say what's on your mind. I don't care what sign it is. Well, I don't really know too much about Leo. I just think about my sister. God darn. I really don't. I haven't really dealt with a Leo per se. So I don't know. Yeah, but I think you're up for the challenge. And yeah, see, there's the guy. I told you, it could be somebody actually looking for you. Now, you might not see it, this presence, but exploration. Didn't I tell you it had something to do with travel? Now, I see you making progress. Now, this is under Virgo with service and integrity, Understanding the laws of the land, my yacht, right here with Libra. How many let me see. You should go look that up. The laws of my yacht. know, Almighty Isis. I remember that when we was little. That's a real thing, y'all. That was a real thing. How you spell it? I don't even know how you spell it. That's a shame. Oh, there you go. I be forgetting, y'all. It's 42 laws of Mayat. And I ain't going to read them all out to you. Oh, you got the 7 laws too, which is the number of completion. It's trust, justice, harmony, balance, order, prosperity, and reciprocity. That's so crazy that I was just talking about reciprocity on another one. It's respect, that equal exchange. And look who coming out. The diviner, as well as the magician at the bottom of the deck. But now, I don't know what you're about to tap into, but you're about to tap into something. Are you ready? The seer of the unseen. You about to figure out something, boo, about yourself now. And I definitely see leadership. Now you got the 8 of Cups under the 9 of Cups. And this is what you're moving towards. The 8 to the 9. And we got the Hangman. Hanging up those boxing gloves. But however, this is introspection. Right here under air and exploration. Right here with the mystic sister. Now the bat has a keen sense of awareness. He sees through his third eye. That's what the Hangman represents, the bat. And you got the 10. Now this could actually be a physical move. Some of y'all. Sometimes it's stressed up, challenging times as this. But your hard work paying off. And it ain't easy, just like the card said. You got to keep going through it, though. All I keep saying to myself is, you know, we signed up to learn some lessons. I keep trying to say, it's got to be something that I'm missing in regards to the hell that I'm going through. Like, there's so much I want to do and can't do. Oh my God, y'all. I don't know what it is. Yeah, it looks like you're going to see this. 8 of Pentacles, this is purpose. Looking at that Hangman. Yeah, feeling a little left out in the cold, but 5 and 8 make 13. You're gonna be all right. Something coming into balance, could be even finances. Something could be coming your way. Something could be looking for you. Now we got the Fool card. Right here on balance. That leap of faith. Having that faith to go through it. You know, no pain, no gain. You know, everything. When the ego dies, it goes through a grieving process, boo. It's an ego death. Anything that when an ending occurs, there's a grieving process, whether you know it or not. Yeah. And these endings doesn't necessarily have to be bad endings. Even good endings, you still grieve. You know, because you're moving on to something else. You know, just imagine if you built the house and it's not your forever house and you're moving into another bigger house. You're still going to grieve the loss of that because of the memories in it. You know what I'm saying? Even though you're moving to something greater. Now we also have the Page of Pentacles after this Fool card, which is my Dorothy card, and it's always learning something. This could be higher education, but it's under structure right here with the frickin' devil, Saturn. Yeah. You got to go into the dark to find the light. Calcification, something coming to the surface. And look who at the bottom of the deck. Look who's at the bottom of the deck as we move to Aries. I was looking at the cards to see what was showing up for me. And you could be seeing 88. 888 actually. Wait a minute, is that? No, that's a 9. 88. You got the Tower. And we got a little rest over here. 4 swords. Now the Magician fell right out here on the Devil. But we're going to put him over here where he belongs. Under that 8 of Cups. With that mystic soror. It's really that soror is giving me a lineage, like I was talking about the Sibyl. That could be that soror, you know. Yeah, divine lineage. And we got the 2 of Cups coming out here on the Hangman, just giving me some balance. And it's under that soror too, that union, that helpmate. That's gonna show you how to tap in. Figure out what this thing is that I'm trying to figure out. What am I missing? I'll be trying to figure it out. Giving and receiving. And the 8. Now it did. Dang, it's from the 8. But I'm seeing a reflection. Because it is in reverse. You know, and that's communication. I'm getting as above, so below. Or that you just haven't got that communication just as of yet. Because it's right here in the present position with the spark of light. And look at the spark of light. But I see it coming. Let me see. Now, 888. It's definitely here. And we got the 2. What is the 10? You know, the Fool card. This is the path that's less traveled right here on this guide. You're going to see it. This is a different worldview. Service. And there you go. Look at that. Intuition. This is going to blow your little wig back. This is going to blow your little wig back. And there's the page. On the page. More fire sign energy. I wonder what this page is. Is it it? I don't know. Let me see what the Page of Wands is. Because the Leo is the King of Wands. But I'll be seeing that as Aries because it's leadership. That's what I'm telling you, boy. Page of Wands. What's that? What happened? Sign. Oh, it's all of them. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Usually they have one assigned to it, but yeah, okay. I guess Spirit ain't want to leave none of y'all out. I told y'all was all one person. Do you believe me now? Now, here we have nostalgia or kindness. Let me see. Now, I do see a new lease on life with this Page of Wands, That's that innocence, that willingness to jump in. And you learning something about this drowned king, whatever that behavior may be. I see you looking into the future, and look at that, liberation. The tree of life, the tree of knowledge, whatever one you like to call it, with the star at the bottom of the deck. Now, I want to pull up from these to see what's going on. I like it, boo. It's beautiful. What you say? Talk to me. Ooh. Now you got the peacock at the bottom of the deck. Now let me see what this one is talking about. I think this really does talk about abundance and stuff like that. Let me see. 115. Now it says, move towards that which makes you feel sensual, awake, and alive. In our society, we've been taught to repress our divine feminine nature in order to be taken seriously. However, by doing so, we are only operating as half a whole. Lolita has come to remind you of your inner Shakti energy. I want to say it that way because I don't know how to say the other word. Now that which oozes with erotic Shakti life forces, it's time to merge your spiritual self with your sexual self, as the two are intrinsically related. Enjoy all things with sensuality, food, conversation, self-care, and movement. Follow what feels good, not what makes sense to this system. Bring all your aspects of yourself to the table and watch your life. Just tap in, boo. Tap in. Tap in. Look, I don't know how he turned himself around, but he did. Now, it do look like something is about to happen. Go out there and have some fun. I ain't telling you to turn up or nothing like that right there, but maybe that's what this is. That tower. Going out there, putting your feet in the dirt, sitting by some nice water, or something like that right there. Bring a little structure in your life. Have some fun. Tap in. All right, that's your message. I like it.